subscribers. Now, as you can tell, I've actually changed my room around. I've got two shelves for my DVD collection, so I can fit more on the white shelf as well. And I've got another shelf at the side of me, as you can tell here. So, what is this Doctor Who review going to be about? So, I thought about this because this is one of my favourite stories for Sylvester McCoy's run as the Seventh Doctor. Now, I have talked about one of his stories. I think I've talked about two of his stories. So I'm just going to quickly double check. Yes, I have. I spoke about Remembrance of the Daleks and the Happiness Patrol, which luckily I've written down the list of what ones I've already spoke about, so I don't have to re-talk about them. So this review is going to be on my personal favourite Sylvester McCoy episode. Now, this one is from his last season, aka season 26, as you can see if the picture comes up. And this story is my all-time favourite McCoy story because it's so absolutely fantastic. The setting of it is absolutely horrifying, and I just really love it. It is The Curse of Fenric. Now, I own The Curse of Fenric on VHS, the DVD, and of course the Blu-ray. Actually, I will just get you them so I can actually show you what ones what I've got for it. I have got them. And I'm back. So here we are, Curse of Fenric, as you can tell, the VHS, the DVD, there, and the wrong Blu-ray. Sorry. I'm not going to edit that bit out because that will make you laugh. And season 26 with it in. So I just love The Curse of Fenric. The Heatherfalls are fantastic design. The whole entity sort of question of the Fenric, the actual Fenric is absolutely another kind of classic story. I do love the whole Fenric stuff, especially when you have him possessing Dr. Johnson. He goes, "So, Time Lord, you here to play the contest again, Time Lord?" I do love that. I like how it starts off with them in World War II with the Russians, and that half of the Russian men disappear at the beginning of the scene. Those two, like, kind of really annoying girls when they decide to go for a swim, and then these hands come out and grab them from the sea and pull them under, and then you see them arise saying, "Join us. Yes, come into the water." And this stupid Russian soldier goes up to him, and I just drink his blood. And of course, another one of my favourite scenes, as you can see if the picture is going to come up, is with them coming out of the sea. The whole Heatherfalls and the King of Heatherfall when he comes out the sea as well. I absolutely do love it when you see like creatures coming out of the sea. I love it with the sea devils. I love it with the Dalek from the Dalek Vision. If you just see it coming out of the water, I literally love it in this story where you got the Heatherfalls and the way they're attacking, and with the like Reverend guy, and he's like trying to hold them back with his faith, and they go, "Your faith, it doesn't protect you anymore. Not the German bombs, our bombs on German children." Like when they talk about, because this is in World War II, I just physically love the creepiness of the story and the way the Doctor just basically stitches up Ace, and he just goes, you think I didn't know? I know your very handiwork from the very beginning. She's nothing more than a cripple. I wouldn't be interested in her unless I could use her somehow. I just love that, and I love the way it goes, "Earlier than that, Time Lord, before Ice World, before Daleks, before Cybermen, ever since Ice World." I just love how Fenric like mix up, like Ace is kind of making Ace the child of the wolves, because Ace ends up hating her mom through most of the classic in the Seventh Doctor's run. She ends up hating her mom. So basically, when she sees her mom as a child, and she doesn't, and when she finds out it's her mom, she's literally going, "What have I done?" She literally creates her own future. So basically, this becomes like a time paradox sort of thing for Ace, where she literally saves her mom as a child with her nan, and then she literally just goes off, and the mom turns into the horrible mother she's supposed to be, and Ace grows up, you know, and then just carries on the offence that's already took place. the whole thing with the chessboards, I love the whole Viking things when you got Dr. Johnson just sitting there talking about the Vikings, and then all of a sudden this strange Viking writing just appear on these massive like walls, and then you got the buried treasure which they got to try and find to try and stop the Heatherfalls from attacking. I just absolutely do love this amazing episode. The creepiness, the horrorness, especially with you got like the strange mist coming in, and then you got that kind of like dinosaur, like that kind of like Heatherfall dinosaur thing underneath the sea. In like when you see it just grab hold of this of one of the on one of the Russian soldiers, and when you see his eyes open up under the water, it's another terrifying moment. I just absolutely just think this story is a fantastic horror story. Now, season 26, the BBC messed up their kind of original broadcast, because this story was supposed to be broadcast way before it was supposed to be aired way before I believe it was supposed to be Battlefield, but the BBC thought that this story would be good to show around Halloween. So for Halloween, children of 1988, you had this kind of horror story for Halloween. I would have loved to be around in 1988. I mean, I would have loved to have my own TARDIS, go back to 1988, go and watch this episode with my dad when he's a child, pretend I'm his friend, don't tell him who I'm his future son, and I've just come back to watch classic Doctor Who episodes being originally aired at that point, because I would actually love to do that. I wouldn't go back in time for anything else. I would literally just go back in time to watch classic Doctor Who with my dad growing up. I would really love to do that, because I've always loved watching Doctor Who with my dad. It was the one thing I did growing up with him. I mean, every time he used to pick me up from nursery / primary school, I used to, even the secondary school, I used to literally run home from the bus where I used to live to go home and see what my Doctor Who's DVD my dad's bought this time. And instead of him watching it before me, I used to go home, unwrap it, put it upstairs, watch it in my bedroom, then take it back down, pretend. And when he goes, "Who's opened it?" I'm like, "Oh, I've watched it without you." I've done that. I used to do it with his VHSs as well, when he used to buy them as well back in the day, and I was literally about 5, 6, and I remember literally picking them up, unwrapping them, putting them in the VHS player, watching them, putting them back in, pretend I haven't watched them. My dad goes back. I just remember that. I always used to do that. I used to be a little bugger to my dad. I mean, every Doctor Who used to buy, I used to go and just watch it before him. That's a bit off the topic, I'm afraid, but this story was, I actually remember watching this with my dad as well on VHS. I just absolutely remember watching this with him. I remember being a little bit scared of the Heatherfalls, but that scene when you see them just coming out of the water, it's just one of those scenes that stay with you for the rest of your life. It's just one of those things I just love about the story so much. It's my favourite McCoy story. And this is where you see McCoy's Doctor just go physically more darker than he did in Remembrance or Silver Nemesis. It goes a lot more darker. I love it when the Doctor goes into a darker persona. I love it with William Hartnell. Colin Baker did it a little bit in season 22. Sylvester McCoy did it absolutely brilliantly, the darker side of the Doctor. Peter Capaldi, Matt Smith and David Tennant, they all did the darker side of the Doctor really well. Chris Eccleston even did the darker side of the Doctor really well. I always love it where you see a more darker side of the Doctor, how he goes more... Well, this Doctor, Sylvester McCoy plays the Doctor so well, he literally plays it like manipulative. Well, I can't say the actual word, sorry. Where he just literally stitches up people. He stitches up Ace good and proper in this episode. I just absolutely love this story. This is my favourite story out of season 26. I just cannot get enough of the story. I mean, literally, I've got the VHS. Now, the Blu-ray version has got the DVD, the 2 DVD versions with the normal 4 parts and the movie version. And it also has the extended VHS version. So basically, I've got these two inside season 26. I've got it literally like twice. And I'm so glad. I literally do love it. I love the extended, on it, like with where on the VHS you got contains new material that was not actually seen in the original broadcast. For some reason, it never came out on the DVD release, and I don't understand why that is. But now they brought it in with the Blu-ray. I just love rewatching that actual episode. It's just an iconic episode. I really do love it. Now, because of fenric, I don't really hear many fans talk about. But for me, it is the actual proper McCoy story. This is where I just absolutely love it. And it's such a shame that Doctor Who got cancelled after season 26. Because I would have loved Seth McCoy's Doctor to see more of a darker side of him in season 27. I would actually do love it. Now, the whole thing with Ace in this kind of plot thing, I absolutely do enjoy this season for Ace. Like how she literally becomes like the child Fenric, or the wolves of Fenric, where she becomes one of them because she creates her own future. I just absolutely love that, and the way the Doctor just literally goes dark and stitches her up again, it's just so he can literally get the Heatherfall King to go and kill the entity of Fenric. I just absolutely love that, and I would really like, if any way possible, if they could bring back the entity of Fenric as good as this story, I would love it, because Fenric was such a good villain. Now, he was supposed to meet the Doctor way before, when the Doctor trapped him inside a device, which is mentioned, where he literally goes, so you played the contest again, Time Lord. I would actually like to see Doctor Who, like the modern series, do like the prequel to this story and then let it follow up that way, because we don't really see Fenric in any stories of Classic Who unless the Doctor came across him in William Hartnell's incarnation before the Unearthly Child offence, but we don't actually know. So what do you think of Doctor Who, The Curse of Fenric? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you super love it like I do? Let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe and share to my channel. And have a fantastic, amazing day tomorrow. Because after after I finish work tomorrow, there will be possibly another review on another Sylvester McCoy story. Because at the moment, I just love rewatching his run. I was supposed to be doing a review on one the key to Time story 3, The Stones of Blood, but I literally just went, nah, I watched The Curse of Fenric, and then I talk about The Curse of Fenric, because this story just sticks in my mind so much, because it's just one of those stories I keep going back for McCoy. It's just absolutely iconic and classic. It's just an absolutely really iconic episode of Doctor Who. Specifically, it's in the last ever season of Doctor Who, in the last classic run of the season, and I believe it deserves so much credit than it actually does. McCoy is absolutely perfect as the 7th Doctor. If I actually ever met him in real life, I most probably get him to sign the DVD and of course the VHS copy, because then it's just my favourite McCoy story. It just literally is my absolute favourite. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe and share to my channel. And I hope you have a very good day tomorrow. And I will most probably see me again on this channel either tomorrow night for another review. There will definitely be a review on Wednesday as well, because I've got a day off on Wednesday. So I will be watching 3 more Doctor Who episodes in the day and then just review them straight after I've watched them. So thank you for watching and have a good day.